we will go to learn about autotrophs. 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 Right, now tell me, what is the autotrophs? What is the autotrophs? You already have learned about what is the autotrophs in the grade 6 also. In the grade 6 also. In the grade 6, you have learned about things around us. Things around us. In things around us, you have divided into the main two groups. What are they? Living things and non-living things. Living things and non-living things. Living things contain plant, animals, and microorganisms. Plants, animals, and microorganisms. If not, in the other ways, all the organisms have been divided into the two groups according to the nutrition. According to the nutrition, it means you already have learned about characteristics of the organism in the grade 6. Growth, nutrition, movement, respiration, reproduction are the sum of the characteristics of the organism you already have learned in the grade 6. You already have learned in the grade 6. In the nutrition, you have learned about, according to the nutrition, organism mainly there are two types. What are they? Autotrophics and heterotrophics. Autotrophics and heterotrophics. Right, now tell me, what is the autotrophics? The organism that show autotrophic nutrition are known as autotrophs. What is the autotrophs? What is the autotrophs as you think, if not as you know? What is the autotrophs?
Organism
Autotrophs.
that produce food
Organisms
themselves.
that can be produce their own foods. No, autotrophs mean the organism that can be produced their own food. Their own food is known as autotrophs. Autotrophs is also types of organism. Autotrophs is also types of organism. The special things of the autotrophs is they can produce their own foods. They can produce their own foods. Right, now tell me, what is the process of producing their own foods? What is the process of produce their own foods? Can you tell?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, very good. Photosynthesis. In the grade 11, we have learned about as the second unit, no? Photosynthesis. The process of producing food of the autotrophic organism is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Right, now tell me, what are the raw materials used for the photosynthesis? What are the raw materials used for the photosynthesis?
Carbon dioxide and water.
Carbon dioxide and water. Oh, Bash, carbon dioxide and water. And also, what are the products? Now, when we consider about the product of the photosynthesis, it can be divided into the two groups, no? Main product and byproduct. There are two types of product in the photosynthesis. One of them is main product, another one is the byproduct. So now tell me, what is the main product in the photosynthesis?
Glucose.
Glucose, very good. Glucose is the main product. So what is the byproduct of the photosynthesis?
Oxygen.
Oxygen gas.
Oxygen is the byproduct, no? Right. And then you have learned about the glucose produced in the photosynthesis temporarily stored in the leaf as the starch. Leaf as the starch. And then this starch convert into the sucrose and transport to the relevant fat through the phloem tissue as the sucrose solution. And then it is again stored as the starch. Stored as the starch, right? Okay, now we have learned about the autotrophs. Autotrophs, right? Now when we consider about the autotrophs, the autotrophic organism that can be produce their own foods are known as autotrophs, right? And then we have learned about autotrophic organism can produce their own foods, no? Right. But now when we consider about the autotrophic organism to produce their own foods, they can take energy from the two sources. Energy from the two sources. What are they? What are they? Some autotrophic organism can take energy from the where? Sandali, can you tell? Some autotrophic organism can take energy from the sunlight. Right. Therefore, such autotrophic organism is known as autotrophic organism. Photoautotrophic organism. Right. As the examples for the photoautotrophic organism is the green plant. Green plant is also autotrophic organism because they can produce their own foods. But to produce their own foods, they use energy from the sunlight. They take energy from the sunlight. Therefore, such organisms are known as photoautotrophic organism. Such organisms are known as photoautotrophic organism. Photoautotrophic organism. And also now when we consider about the some bacteria, right, take energy to produce their own foods from the chemical substances. Therefore, such autotrophic organism is known as chemoautotropic organism. Chemoautotropic organism. Right now we have learned about the autotrophs. Under the autotrophs, we have learned about what is meant by autotrophic organism. No, autotrophic organism means organism that can be produce their own foods are known as autotrophic organism. Right, to produce their own foods, organisms are used solar energy and energy from the chemical substances. If solar energy are used to produce their own foods, such organisms are known as photoautotrophic organisms. The examples for the photoautotrophic organism are green plants and algae. Green plants and algae are the examples for the photoautotrophic organism. And also, if chemical energy from the chemical substances are used to produce their own foods, such organisms are known as chemoautotropic organism. Right, okay, then we will go to our notes. Right, you already have learned about something about the organism, right? Tropic level we have learned, right? Then autotrophs, you can write down topic as autotrophs. Write down topic as autotrophs. Autotrophs, right? First point. What is the autotrophs? Organisms such as green plants and algae, which can transform simple inorganic compounds. Simple inorganic compounds mean carbon dioxide and water into organic compounds. Here the organic compounds mean glucose. To fulfill their nutrients requirement are called autotrophs. Right. This has the similar to the definition of this, but you have to write the mention here. Therefore, write down that what is meant by autotrophs like that. Organisms such as green plants, organisms such as green plants, algae, green plants, algae, which can transform simple inorganic compounds into simple inorganic compounds into simple inorganic compounds into organic compounds into organic compounds simple inorganic compounds into organic compounds to fulfill their nutrients requirement are called autotrophs. Right now we have learned about what is meant by autotrophs. No, now we have learned about what is meant by autotrophs. Right. Then we will go to our next point. What will be our next topic? Right. According to the energy source used. Right now we have learned according to the energy source used to produce their own foods. Autotrophs can be divided into the two groups. Right. Can you tell what are the two types of the autotrophs? We already have learned. Can you tell?
Photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs.
Kobashi, photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. No, right. Okay, we will write next point. Right, photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. According to the energy source used to produce their own food, autotrophs can be divided into two groups. Autotrophs can be divided into two groups. Right. First one is photoautotrophs. Second one is chemoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. Right, now we are learning about the autotrophs. Under the autotrophs, we have learned about organisms such as green plants, algae, which can transform simple inorganic compounds into organic compounds to fulfill their nutrition requirement are called autotrophs. Right, according to the energy source used to produce their own foods, autotrophs can be divided into the two groups, photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. Right, now tell me, what is the photoautotrophs? Photoautotrophs mean if solar energy are used to produce their own foods, such organisms are known as photoautotrophs. If energy from the chemical substances are used to produce their own foods, such autotrophs organisms are known as chemoautotrophs organisms. Right, first one. Green plants are photoautotrophs and some bacteria are chemoautotrophs. Green plants can produce their own foods by using solar energy. Therefore, it belongs to photoautotrophs. And also some bacteria, not all the bacteria, some bacteria produce their own foods by using energy from the chemical substances. Therefore, such bacteria are known as chemoautotrophs. Right now, you can write down next point. Green plants are photoautotrophs and Some bacteria are chemoautotrophs. Some bacteria are chemoautotrophs. Some bacteria are chemoautotrophs. Right. Are there someone writing this? Right. Then we will go to our next topic. What will be our next topic? Heterotrophs. Right. Now we are going to learn about the heterotrophs. Now we have learned about the autotrophs. Now we are going to learn about the heterotrophs. What is the heterotrophs? Heterotrophs. What is the heterotrophs? Autotroph, the opposite terms to the autotrophs. The autotrophs mean the organism that can be produce their own foods. Right. So what is the heterotrophs?
Organism that cannot produce their own foods.
Organism that cannot be produce their own foods. The organisms that cannot be produced their own food are known as heterotrophs. Heterotrophs mean the organism that cannot be produce their own foods are known as heterotrophs. So how to take their energy requirement? Right now, autotrophs, organisms that cannot be produce their own foods, but they also need nutrition. So how to require their energy requirement? How to take their energy requirement? Right. Now, when we consider about the heterotrophs, their food requirements, if not nutrients requirement, take from the autotrophs. Heterotrophs depend on autotrophs for their nutrients requirement. මෙයාලට අවශ්‍ය කරන එනර්ජි එක නැත්තම් නියුට්‍රියන්ට්ස් ලබා ගන්න මෙයාලා කවුරු මතද යැපෙන්නේ පුතේ? autotrophs ල මත යැපෙනවා. Some heterotrophs directly depend on the autotrophs. සමහර heterotrophs ඉන්න මෙයාලා ඍජුවම යැපෙනවා. Right, they are known as herbivores. ශාකභක්ෂක කියලා කියනවා. Some heterotrophs are depend indirectly on the autotrophs. සමහර කට්ටිය යැපෙන්නේ indirectly වක්‍රාකාරව යැපෙන්නේ. Right now, when we consider about the food chain, now think about here contain the grass. Grass is the autotrophs, no? Autotrophs, right? Grass eat by the grasshopper. Grasshopper eat by frog. Right, enough. Right. This organism belongs to autotrophs. Why is that? They can produce their own foods. Grasshopper and frogs are belongs to heterotrophs. Among the grasshopper and frog, grasshopper directly depend on the autotrophs, but frog indirectly depend on the autotrophs. Right? Okay, as I think now you got some idea about the heterotrophs. Heterotrophs mean the organism that cannot be produce their own foods are known as heterotrophs. After that, we have learned about for the requirements of nutrients for the heterotrophs, they should be depend on the autotrophs. Some heterotrophic organism directly depend on the autotrophs organism, while some heterotrophic organism indirectly depend on the autotrophs organism. Autotrophs organism. The heterotrophs organism that directly depend from the autotrophs organism are herbivorous, herbivorous. And also the heterotrophs organism indirectly depend on the autotrophs organism are carnivorous or omnivorous. Carnivorous or omnivorous, right? Okay, let's go to learn about the heterotrophs. So write down topic as heterotrophs. Write down topic as heterotrophs. Right, did you write topic as heterotrophic organism? Heterotrophs? Right, so firstly we will learn about what is the heterotrophs. The heterotrophs mean the animals that cannot produce their own foods and depend on food produced by other organisms. It means plant belongs to this group, right? Firstly, write down the meaning of the heterotrophs like that. The animals that cannot produce, especially animals belongs to heterotrophic organism. The animals that cannot produce their own food and depend on food produced by other organisms belong to this group. Next one, they are known as consumers, right? The heterotrophic organism normally known as in the food chain as the consumers. No, consumers also there are different types: primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, like that. No, right, now you can write down next point. They are known as consumers. 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 Next point. The consumers are further divided as follows. Consumers are further divided as follows. How to divide the consumers? Right, now look at here. Right, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. Primary consumer means they are herbivorous, feed on producer. Secondary consumer, they are carnivorous or omnivorous, feed on primary consumer. Tertiary consumer means mostly they are carnivorous. Right, now you can write this. Right, then we will go to our next topic, decomposers. Right, now we are going to learn about the decomposers. So write down topic as decomposers. Decomposers. Decomposers, right? Now we are going to learn about the decomposers. Decomposers. What are the decomposers? Can you tell? Now we have learned about the autotrophs, and then we have learned about the heterotrophs. After that, now we are going to learn about the decomposers, right? What is the decomposers? Now think about when autotrophs and heterotrophs. Heterotrophs organism is die, one day die. Right. After die, right. Decomposers are depend on the autotrophs and heterotrophs. මේ autotrophic organism ලා සහ heterotrophic organism ලා පුතේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? කවදා හරි දවසක මැරෙනවා. නේද? සියලු දේ අනිත්‍යයි. නේද? සියලු දේ අනිත්‍යයි කියන්නේ මෙයාලත් කවදාද මැරෙනවා පවතින්නේ නැහැ. ඒතකොට මෙයාලා මැරුණට පස්සේ මෙයාලගේ මත ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙලා පුතේ මෙයාලගේ කොටස් මොකද වෙන්නේ? දිරාපත් කරන පොළවට එකතු කරන නේද? පොළවට එකතු කරන ජීවීන්ට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ decomposers. Right. Mostly bacteria and fungus are belongs to decomposers. නේද? මේ කට්ටිය ගත්තොත් මෙයාලා මයික්‍රෝ වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, මැක්‍රෝ වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒකත් වේයෝ වගේ සතුත් ඒකට හේතු වෙනවා. අනේ පානුවෝ නේද? මෙයාලා මැක්‍රෝ සහ මයික්‍රෝ ඕගනිසම් විදිහට වර්ග වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Okay. Right. Then we will go to learn about what is the decomposers. What is the decomposers? As I think you have written the topic as decomposers. Right. What is the decomposers? Organism feed on bodies of dead organisms. Organisms feed on bodies of dead organisms by converting complex organic compounds into simple compounds are known as decomposers. Right now, when we consider about the autotrophs and heterotrophs, here contain complex organic compound. Complex organic compound. Right, complex organic compound. Right, this complex organism is converted into simple organic compound. Simple organic compounds by decomposers. So what is the function of the decomposers? The function of the decomposers is converting complex organic compounds into simple organic compound. Right? Okay, now you can write down. Right? Simple compound, it may be organic or inorganic. Right? Now you can write down like that. Organisms feed on bodies of dead organism. Bodies of dead organism by converting complex organic compounds into simple compounds are known as decomposers. Simple compounds are known as decomposers. Simple compounds are known as decomposers. Right, now we have learned about what is meant by decomposers. Now, right, then we will go to learn about examples for the decomposers. So write down examples, because now we are going to learn about the examples for the decomposers. Now we have learned about what is meant by decomposers. Then we are going to learn about the example. right? One of them is saprophyte like bacteria, and then fungi, right? Some bacteria means saprophytes like bacteria and fungi are the examples for the decomposers. Organism feed on bodies of dead organism by converting complex organic compounds into simple compounds are known as decomposers. The examples for the decomposers are saprophyte like bacteria and fungi. Right? Are there someone writing this? Right? Do you want more types to write this?
Yes.
Right. Enough. No, right. Then we will go to our next topic. Right. What is our next topic? Stages of decomposition process of dead bodies. Right now, look at here this picture. Right. දැන් බලන්න මේ තියෙන සතෙක් මැරුණාට පස්සේනේ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? ටික දවසක් යනකොට මේ විදියට දකින්න පුළුවන්. තව ටික දවසක් යනකොට මේ විදියට අවසානට එහෙම දෙයක් තිබුණ නැති ගානටම වෙනවා. මේ දේ කරන්නේ කවුද පුතේ? මේ දැන් මේක decomposers ලා හිටියේ නැත්තම් මෙයා මැරෙන විදියට ඒ විදියටම ඉන්නවා හැමදාම. නමුත් මැරිච්ච මේ සතා මේ දි รา පත් කරලා මෙතන සතෙක් හිටපු නැති තත්ත්වෙටම පත් කරන්නේ කවුරු මගින්ද? Decomposers ලා මගින් නේ. Decomposers ලා මගින්. Stages of decomposition process of dead body. Right. Then we will go to our next topic. What will be our next topic? Ecological pyramid. Right. Now we are going to learn about the ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid. So write down topic as ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramids. Ecological pyramids. Right. Did you write topic as ecological pyramids?
We can't understand what you do.
Yes, sir.
Right. Ecological pyramid. Right now, look at here. Stop your other works. If not, you can. Hirushika Amaya, mic off karanna. Hirushika Amaya, mic off karanna. Or ගෙදර කට්ටියත් එක්ක කතා කරනකොට mic off කරලා කතා කරන අපටත් එහෙම කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. Alright, හරි. Right, දැන් බලන්නකො මොනවද ecological pyramid? What is the ecological pyramid? Right. Now think about, now I am going to write a food chain. Right. I always write this food chain, no? Grass eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper eaten by frog. Frog eaten by rat snake. Like that. This is the simple food chain. It's the food chain. Right. Right. Here the grass is the autotrophs. Grass is the autotrophs. And also they are grasshopper, frog, and rat snake are the heterotrophs. And also they are known as consumers. No, right? Grasshopper is the primary consumer. No, frog is the secondary consumer. Rat snake is the tertiary consumer. Tertiary consumer. Right. Then මෙන්න මේ ටික හොඳට බලා ගන්න. දැන් මේ food chain එක මේ පැත්තේ ඉඳලා මෙහෙට යනකොට පුතේ ගමන් කරන දේවල් කිහිපයක් තියෙනවා. ගමන් කරන දේවල් කිහිපයක් තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි biomass. Biomass. Right. In our next topic, you will be able to learn about what is the biomass and also number of organisms. number of organs. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ගත්තොත් මේ කට්ටියගෙන ජීවීන් සංඛ්‍යාව grassලා grasshopperලා කී දෙනෙක් මේ කට්ටිය ආහාරයට ගන්නවද grasshopperලා නේද කී දෙනෙක් frog ආහාර ගන්න numbers එක. තව එකක් තමයි energy. energy. මේ විදිහට tropic level එකෙන් tropic level එකට energy එක ගලාගෙන යනවා. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ දේවල් නිරූපණය කරන පිරමීඩ් තියෙනවා. පිරමීඩ් තියෙනවා. තේරුණාද මේ food chain එකේ නේද? මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක කොච්චරද? මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක කොච්චරද? මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක කොච්චරද? මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක කොච්චරද කියලා අපි රිප්‍රසන්ට් කරනවා. තේරුණාද? අපි ගත්තොත් මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක අපි මෙහෙම ඉලි වලින් මේ විදිහට නිරූපණය කරනවා. මෙන්න. ඊට වඩා මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක ටිකක් අඩුයි නම් මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. ඊට වඩා මෙයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක අඩු නම් මෙහෙම ලියනවා. මෙයාගේ වෙන්නේ මොන ඔය විදිහට ලියනවා. මේ තියෙන ප්‍රොඩියුසර්, primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. නේද මේ විදිහට graphical විදියට represent කරනවා. මොකද්ද මේ graphical විදියට represent කරන්නේ මොනවද පුතේ? Biomass, number of organism and energy. එහෙනම් මේ විදියට represent කරන pyramid වලට අපි කියනවා පුතේ මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? Ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid. If biomass of the tropic level are represented as the pyramid, they are known as biomass pyramid. They are known as biomass pyramid. And also, if the number of organism in the tropic level are represented as this graph, that pyramid are known as number pyramid. Number pyramid. And also, the energy level, if not energy, contained in the each tropic level are represented as the pyramid. Such pyramid are known as which one? If biomass is represented, that pyramid are known as biomass pyramid. If number of organisms are represented as the pyramid, they are known as number pyramid. So if energy are represented as the pyramid,
Energy pyramid.
energy pyramid. Right now, as I think you could understand that what is the ecological pyramid. So now tell me how many types of ecological pyramids are there? As
Three
you
types.
know, there are 3 types. No, what are they?
Biomass pyramid, number pyramids,
Number pyramids
and energy pyramid.
energy pyramids. No, biomass pyramids, number pyramids, and energy pyramids. Right. Okay, let's go to learn about ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid. So write down, as I think you have written topic as ecological pyramid. Right. Okay, what is the ecological pyramid? Ecological pyramid means, right now look at here. Ecological pyramids can be built. Ecological pyramids can be built of using number of organisms. Using number of organisms and biomass and the energy relationship in different tropic level of an ecosystem. Food chain එකක නේද එක එක tropic level එකක තියෙන organism ලා සංඛ්‍යාව biomass එක එහෙමත් නැත්නම් energy එක graphical විදියට represent කිරීමට අපි කියනවා පුතේ මොකක්ද කියන්නේ ecological pyramid. Right now you can write down what is mean by ecological pyramids. So write down like that. Ecological pyramids can be built of using number of organisms biomass and energy relationship in different tropic level of an ecosystem. Right. Next one. There are three types of ecological pyramid. We already have learned about number pyramid, biomass pyramid, and energy pyramid. Right now, you can write down this. We'll go to our next one, ecological pyramid, right? Then we will go to learn about the number pyramid. Number pyramid. So write down topic as number pyramid. Number pyramid. Number pyramid. Right. Now we are going to learn about the number pyramid. What is the number pyramid? What is the number pyramid? Right now think about, I take the previous food chain, grass, and then grasshopper, and then frog. Frog eaten by rat, snake. Right, බලන්නකෝ. දැන් මේක වැඩිපුරම ඉන්නේ කවුද? වැඩිපුරම තියෙන සංඛ්‍යාව මොකක්ද? Grass, the grasshoppers, the frog, the rat, snake. වැඩිපුරම ඉන්නේ කවුද මේ වගේ? ඔයාලට හිතන විදිහට කියන්න බං as you think. කවුද වැඩිපුරම ඉන්න කට්ටිය? Grass. නේ? නේද සඳලියා. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ තනකොළ ගස් තියෙනවා 100ක්. තනකොළ ගස් 100ක් අපි නිකන් මම මේ උදාහරණයක් ගන්න. මේ තනකොළ ගස් 100 කෑමට ගන්න grasshopperලා 100ක් විතර එයි. සාමාන්‍ය විදිහට ගත්තොත් දැන් 100ට වඩා වැඩි ඊට වඩා අඩු විදිහට. අඩුයිනේ. අපි ගමුකෝ grasshopperලා සාමාන්‍ය අපි ගමුකෝ ආයෙනවා 20ක් විතර යනවා කියලා ගමුකෝ. එච්චර එන්නේ නැහැ 20ක්. දැන් මොකද මේ ටොපික් එක අඩු වෙලානේ. ඒතර මේ grasshopperලා 20 ආහාරයට ගන්න ප්‍රොප්ලා කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නේ? 20ට වඩා අඩු වේද වැඩි වේද? අඩුයිනේ. දැන් සාමාන්‍ය අපි හිතමු 5ක් විතර එනවා කියලා අපි ගමුකෝ 5යි 5. right මේ නේද ගෙම්බෝ 5 දෙනා කන්න රැට් ස්නේක්ලා කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නේ? 5 දෙනෙක් ඊට වඩා වැඩි. ඇවිල්ලා රැට් ස්නේක්ලාගේ නේද ෆයිට් එකක් කරනවා. මේ ගෙම්බෝ 5 දෙනාගේ දා ගන්න. එහෙම. ඈ කොහොමද වෙන්නේ? ඊට වඩා අඩු වෙනවද වැඩි වෙනවද? food chain එක. අඩු වෙන්නේ ගොඩක් මඩි. අපි ගමුකෝ එකක් කියලා ගමුකෝ. දැන් බලා ගන්න. දැන් මෙයාගේ නම්බර් එක මේ පහලින් මෙයාගෙන් තමයි පටන් ගන්න. මෙයා තමයි පහලින් ඇවිල්ලා කවුද? ප්‍රොඩියුසර්. ෆුඩ් චේන් එක ප්‍රොඩියුසර් ඉන්න එක්කෙනාගේ නම්බර් එක අපි පහලින් නිරූපණය කරනවා. දැන් මෙයාගේ 100ක් ඉන්න නිසා මේ 100 නිරූපණය කරනවා මෙන්න මෙයා. මේ grass නේද 100 තමයි මේ නිරූපණය කරන්නේ. එහෙනම් ඒක ආහාර ගන්න දෙවෙනි ස්ටෙප් එකේ ඉන්නේ grasshopperලානේ. දැන් grasshopperලා නිරූපණය කරන්නේ මීට වඩා දිග ඉරකින්ද පොඩි ඉරකින්ද නිරූපණය කරන්නේ? අවිෂා
පොඩි එකකින්.
පොඩි එකක් නේද මොකද නා මෙන්න බලන්න. මේ සංඛ්‍යාව දුන්නා මෙන්න මේ පොඩි එක. මේ ඉන්නේ මොකද grasshopper 20. ඊට පස්සේ frog ඊට වඩා අඩු. මෙන්න frog. මෙන්න පස් දෙනා. නේද rat snake ඊට වඩා අඩු. rat snake 1. දැන් බලන්න මෙන්න මේ විදියට නිරූපණය කරපුවම මෙයාලගේ සංඛ්‍යාව නිරූපණය කරන මෙන්න මේ පිරමීඩ් වලට අපි කියන පුතේ මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? number pyramid. Such pyramids are known as number pyramid. Right now, can you tell, is it upright or inverted? Upright or inverted? මේ pyramid එක upright එකත් inverted එකත් පුතේ. ඔයාලා දන්න විදිහට කියන බලන්න as you know, is it upright or inverted?
Upright.
Upright එකක් මේක උඩු අතට තියෙන්නේ මේක කියන upright number pyramid. Upright number pyramid. Right now you have got some idea about the number pyramid. Right, then හිතන්න මෙන්න මේ වගේ pyramid එකකට අපි නම් බලමු. Right, then we will go to right like that pyramid. Right, mango tree එකක් තියෙනවා. mango tree. Mango tree එකේ අඹ කන්න එනවා. කවුද? අපි ෆැරඩ් ගමුකෝ ෆැරඩ්. ලයිනවා. දැන් ලේනු ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. දැන් බලන්නකෝ අඹ ගහක අඹ ගස් තියෙන දැන් එකයි නම්බර් 1යි. ඒක අඹ ගහක අඹ ගෙඩි කන්න ගිරව් වෙන්නේ එකයි. ගිරව් වෙන්නේ එකයි. දැන් ඊට වඩා වැඩිපුර ප්‍රමාණයක් එනවද?
වැඩියෙන් එනවා.
වැඩිනේ. නේද වැඩි. එතකොට ඉතින් අපි යමුකෝ ගිරව් වෙනවා 30ක් විතර එනවා. දැන් මේක අපි දැන් මෙයා තමයි දැන් කවුද? Autotrophs. මෙයා තමයි heterotrophs. නැත්නම් මෙයා producer මෙයා මොකද? primary consumer. දැන් අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලම මොනවා කරත් අපි නිරූපණය කරන්නේ මේක අඩු නිසා අපි පොඩි වට නිරූපණය කරන්නේ. මේ කවුද? mango tree. mango tree 1. right. දැන් මෙයා 13 ඕනේ ඊට වඩා ටිකක් අපි වැඩිපුර නිරූපණය කරන්නේ. මෙන්න 30. farad. දැන් මේක pyramid එකක්. මේක මට කියන්න upright the inverted. Upright the inverted. Inverted. Okay. Right. Now we have learned about the number pyramid. In the number pyramid, we have learned about what is the number pyramid, no? And then we have learned about 2 examples for the number pyramid. Right? What are they? Number pyramid may be upright or inverted. There are some number pyramid as the upright, and also there are some number pyramid in the nature as the inverted. Number pyramids mainly there are 2 types: upright number pyramids and inverted number pyramids. Right? Okay, let's go to learn about what is the number pyramid. What is the number pyramid? You already have learned about topic as number pyramid. What is the number pyramid? The graphical representation of number of organisms. The graphical representation of number of organisms in different trophic levels is called the number pyramid. Number pyramids mean the graphical representation of number of organisms in different trophic level is called number pyramid. Write down meaning of the number pyramid like that. Pyramid, right? Then we will go to next point. The number of organisms in a particular trophic level can be greater or lesser than the number of organisms in upper trophic level. Upper trophic level. මේ trophic level එකේ ඉන්න සංඛ්‍යාව මේ ඉන්න සංඛ්‍යාවට අඩු වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් වැඩි වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. වැඩි වුණොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? inverted number pyramid එකක් වෙනවා. අඩු වුණොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? upright number pyramid එකක් වෙනවා. Right now you can write down this point. The number of organisms in a particular trophic level can be greater or lesser than the number of organisms in the upper trophic level. Right? ඒ වගේම තමයි පොඩක් ආගන්න මම අද පොඩි වෙනසක් කරනවා ඔයාලගේ පන්තිය නේද පන්තිය 8 වෙනකම්ම තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මම මේ පාඩම උගන්වන්නේ 7:00 වෙනකම් විතරයි දුන්නේ. මොකද දැන් සිලබස් එක ගොඩාක් ඉවර නිසා අපි අවසාන පාඩම කරන නිසා ඔයාලට සමහර කෙමිස්ට්‍රි ෆිසික්ස් ප්‍රශ්නේම දැන් ගොඩක් අමතක වෙලා තියෙනවා කට්ටියන්. ඒක නිසා 7:00 ඉඳන් 8 වෙනකම් කරන්නේ මම කෙමිස්ට්‍රි ෆිසික්ස් අදවලට අදාළ ප්‍රශ්න කරන්න පුතේ. නේද ගණන් 2 3ක් හදන එක තමයි සාකච්ඡා කරන එක තමයි 7:00 ඉඳලා කරන්නේ. මොකද අපිට මේ පාඩම් අපිට ඉවර කරන්න ඕන තරම් කල් තියෙනවා පුතේ. තියරිනේ තියෙන්නේ. පොඩි කොටසක් මේ අවසාන පාඩමනේ කරන්නේ. ඒක නිසා අවසාන පාඩමනේ අපිට තියෙනවා පාඩමක් කරා අමතකුණා නේ යුනිට් 13 එක. ඒක භාගයක් කරලා නවත්තලා තියෙන මේ පාඩම ඕනේ නැහැ කියපු නිසා නේද? හරි අවුලක් නේ අපිට කාලේ තියෙන ඕන තරම් තියෙන ඒ පාඩම් ටික ඉවර කරන්න. නමුත් අර මුල් පාඩම් වල තියෙන grade 10 වල තියෙන physics chemistry වගේ දේවල් ගොඩක් කට්ටියන්ට දැන් අමතක වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒවා මතක් කරන්න මම ප්‍රශ්න කරනවා 7:00 ඉඳන් 8 වෙනකම් ඈ. right. The number of organisms in a particular trophic level can be greater or lesser than the number of organisms in the upper trophic level. Right. So therefore, upright and inverted number pyramids can be seen. Therefore, upright and inverted number pyramids can be seen. Therefore, uprights and inverted number pyramids can be seen. Uprights and inverted number pyramids can be seen. Therefore, uprights and inverted number pyramids can be seen, right? Are there someone writing this? Right. Then we will go to our next one. What is our next one? Upright number pyramid. Right now, look at here. Right. Producer is the plant. Primary consumer is cricket. Number is 200. Secondary consumer, hawker. Tertiary consumer is hawk. Right. This is the upright number pyramid. Right. Now you can write down topic as upright number pyramid, and then you can draw this graph. Right. Okay. I will give 2 minutes for this. Right. Right. If not, we will go to our next one. Right. Next one is inverted number pyramid. Right now, look at here. Coconut tree. Coconut tree is the producer. One coconut tree contain primary consumer coconut beetle. Right. And then secondary consumer insect parasite. මෙයාලගෙන් ඇතින කෘමි. එතන 23 ප්‍රමාණයක් ඉන්නවා. මේක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? Inverted number pyramid එකක්. Right. Now you can write down topic as inverted number pyramid, and then you can draw the inverted number pyramid like that. Right. Okay. Now we have learned about the number pyramid. In the number pyramid, we have learned about there are two types of number pyramids. Now, what are they? Upright number pyramids and inverted number pyramids. Right. Then we will go to our next topic. What will be our next topic? Our next topic is biomass pyramid. Biomass pyramid. Right. So write down topic as biomass pyramid. Biomass pyramid. Now we are going to learn about the biomass pyramid. Biomass pyramid. Biomass pyramid. Right. What is the biomass pyramid? Right. Firstly, you have to learn about what is the biomass. Biomass pyramid. The graphical representation that shows the total amount of organic matter present in different trophic level is called biomass pyramid. Now think about now when we consider about the food chain, grass, grasshopper, rock, rat, snake, right? Maybe the food chain එකක් ගත්තොත් පුතේ මෙයාලගේ තියෙන මොකක්ද organic matter ප්‍රමාණයට අපි කියනවා biomass කියලා. එතකොට මෙයාගේ තියෙන biomass ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙනවා. මේ trophic level එකේ තියෙන biomass ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙනවා. මේ trophic level එකේ තියෙන biomass ප්‍රමාණයකුත් තියෙනවා. මෙයාගේ තියෙන biomass ප්‍රමාණයකුත් තියෙනවා. නේද? එතකොට මේ biomass ප්‍රමාණය අරගෙන ඉවර වෙලා අර විදිහට graphical විදිහට represent කරා. අපි ඒකට කියනවා biomass pyramid. Biomass pyramid. So what is the biomass pyramid? The graphical representation. The graphical representation that shows the total amount of organic matter. That shows the total amount of organic matter present in different trophic level is called biomass pyramid. Biomass pyramid. Right. Okay. Now you can write down what is meant by biomass pyramid like that. Right. Start to write this. The graphical representation. The graphical representation. The graphical representation. The graphical representation that shows. The graphical representation that shows the total amount of the total amount of the graphical representation that shows the total amount of organic matter present in organic matter present in organic matter present in organic matter present in what is the name of sir? Try to tell me. Different trophic level is called biomass pyramid. Right. Next point. By considering the dry mass of organism, it is expressed as gram per square meter per year. මොකද මේක තමයි unit එක පුතේ biomass pyramid එකේ මේ biomass එක මනින unit එක මොකක්ද? What is the unit? Gram per square meter per year. දැන් අවුරුද්දකට වර්ග මීටරයක් තුල තියෙන ග්‍රෑම් ප්‍රමාණය. නේද? තනකොළ ගත්තොත් එම තනකොළව. නේද? අවුරුද්දක් තුලදී නේද වර්ග මීටර කියන්නේ මීටරයේ කොටුවක් තුල තියෙන තනකොළ ග්‍රෑම් ප්‍රමාණය. අපි කියන එයාගේ බයෝමාස් එක. ඒ ප්‍රමාණය තුල ඉන්න ග්‍රාස් හොපර්ලගේ බයෝමාස් එක. ඒ ප්‍රමාණය තුල තියෙන ප්‍රොග්ලගේ බයෝමාස් එක. ඒ ප්‍රමාණය තුල ඉන්න රැට් ස්නේක්ලගේ බයෝමාස් එක. නේද? එහෙනම් you must keep remember the unit of the biomass. We taken here. What is the unit? Gram per square meter per year. Gram per square meter per year. අවුරුද්දකට ගන්න පුතේ. අවුරුද්දකට ගන්න. Right now you can write down second point like that. By considering the dry mass, 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 by considering the dry mass of organisms, by considering the dry mass of organism, it is expressed as grams per square meter per year. Grams per square meter per year. Right. Write within brackets the units of the biomass, gram per square meter per year. Gram per meter per gram per square meter per year. Right. Then we will go to our next topic. Next point. What is that? Mostly biomass of consumer is less than the producer. Right now, when we consider about the grass and grasshopper, the biomass of the grass is greater than the grasshopper. And also biomass of the grasshopper is greater than the frog. And also biomass of the frog is greater than the rat snake. Right. Mostly the biomass of consumers is less than the producer. Producer ලට වඩා consumers ලගේ biomass එක අඩුයි පුතේ. එහෙනම් මට කියන්න biomass ගොඩක් biomass කියලා. Upright the inverted here. Upright the inverted. කියන්න බා. Upright the inverted. උත්තරයක් නැද්ද? දැන් බලන්නකො graph දෙමේ producer ලට වඩා මෙයාලගේ biomass එක අඩු. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක යන්නට biomass එක අඩු වෙනවා. එහෙනම් biomass pyramid එක upright the inverted. What is your answer?
Upright.
Kavisha, upright. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට නේද? හැබැයි සමහර වෙලාවට නේද මුහුදේ දකින්න තියෙන food chain වල පුතේ biomass pyramid සමහර වෙලාවට කලාතුරකින් inverted වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නේද? number pyramid නම් තියෙනවා upright and inverted දෙකම තියෙනවා. හැබැයි biomass pyramid ගත්තොත් ගොඩක් biomass pyramid මොකද වෙන්නේ පුතේ? upright. ඒකට හේතුව තමයි මොකද්ද පුතේ? producer ලට වඩා consumers ලගේ biomass එක අඩුයි. Right. Now you can write down next point. Mostly the biomass of consumers, mostly the biomass of consumers, mostly the biomass of consumers is less than the producers, is less than the producers, is less than the producers. Mostly the biomass of consumers is less than the producers, less than the producers. Next one, therefore most of the time, ගොඩක් වෙලාවට biomass pyramids are upright. Biomass pyramids are upright. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට කලාතුරකින් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right, now you can write down next point. Therefore most of the time, therefore the most of the time, therefore the most of the time, therefore the most of the time, most of the time the biomass pyramids are upright. The biomass pyramids are upright. The most of the time the biomass pyramids are upright. The biomass pyramid are upright. The biomass pyramid are upright. Most of the time the biomass pyramid are upright. Biomass pyramid are upright. Right, then we will go to next point. But rarely, කලාතුරකින් the biomass of consumer in aquatic environment. ජලජ පරිසරයකදී ඔක අනිත් පැත්ත වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද්ද? consumer ලගේ biomass එක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? producer ලගේ biomass එකට වඩා වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් මොන පරිසරයක් තුලද? එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් මොන පරිසරයක් තුලද?
aquatic environment.
Aquatic environment එකක් තුල. But rarely the biomass of consumers in aquatic environment is greater than that of producer. එහෙනම් aquatic environment එකක් තුල තියෙන පුතේ food chain එකක biomass pyramid එක මොනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්? මේක කලාතුරකින් වෙන්නේ කොහොමද වෙන්න පුළුවන්? Upright or inverted? Upright or inverted?
Inverted.
Inverted වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේද සමහර? Inverted වෙන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. නේද? දැන් අපි කතා කරා number pyramid එක ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. මොකද නේ upright inverted දෙකම තියෙනවා. Biomass pyramid වැඩිපුරම තියෙන්නේ upright ඒවා. හැබැයි කලාතුරකින් aquatic environment එකක් තුල තියෙන්න පුළුවන් මොකද්ද පුතේ? Inverted biomass pyramid තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right, okay, then we will go to our next topic. Right, did you write this statement? Right, if you want something about this slide, I will give 1 minute. But really the biomass of consumers in aquatic environment is greater than that of producers. Right. Right. Then we will go to our next one. What is our next topic? Right. Now look at here. Producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. Major biomass. Biomass එක නිරූපණය කරලා උඩ යනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? අඩුවීමක් සිද්ධ වෙනවා. Right now you can write this one. මේක ලියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මේ රූප අඳින්න ඕනේ නැහැ පුතේ. graph එක විතරක් ඇඳ ගන්න. graph එක ඇඳලා Right, now time is enough, no? Right, then we will go to our next one. Energy pyramid, right? Now we are going to learn about the energy pyramid. What is the energy pyramid? මොකද පුතේ energy pyramid කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? What is the energy pyramid? energy pyramid මේක නම් පුතේ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම upright විතරයි. අනිවාර්යෙන්ම upright විතරයි. නේද? දැන් අපි ගමුකෝ මේ විදිහට අපි හැම වෙලාවම ගත්ත එක ගමුකෝ මොකක්ද? grass. grass. grass ආහාරයට ගන්නවා grasshopper. grasshopper ආහාරයට ගන්නවා frog. frog eat by rat snake. rat snake. දැන් මෙන්න මේ trophic level එකක් තුලින් පුතේ ඊළඟ trophic level එකට යන්නේ energy එකෙන් පුතේ කොච්චරක් විතරද යනවද? එක trophic level එකකින් ඉඳන් ඊළඟ trophic level එකට කොච්චරද energy එක යනවද? දැන් මෙයාගේ තියෙන energy එක දැන් හිතන්න grasshopper grass ආහාරයට ගන්නවා. ඒ ගත්තට grass වල ගබඩා වෙලා තියෙන energy එකෙන් කොච්චරක්ද මෙයාට එන්නේ තනකොළ කාපුව? මෙයාගේ තියෙන energy එකෙන් යම්කිසි ප්‍රමාණයක් තමයි එන්නේ. කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක් එනවද? ඔයාලා හිතන විදිහට කියන්න බලන්න as you think. කොච්චර විතර වෙයිද? හිතෙන්නේ නැද්ද එහෙම වගේ කොච්චරද? මේ වෙලාවම අමාරු ගොඩක් එහෙම හිතන්න තරම් වෙලාවක් නෙවෙයි එහෙම. බොහොම අමාරුවෙන් ඉන්නේ. ඕවාසි හිතන්නේ කොච්චරක් විතරද?
10%.
10% ඉව දාන්නවද? දැනගෙන කියන්නේ කියලා දෙන්න. ඈ කොච්චරද දෙන්නේ පුතේ? 10% 10%යි එන්නේ. දැන් හිතන්න මේ තනකොළ යම්කිසි ප්‍රමාණයක් ජූල් 1000 ජූල් ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙනවා. 1000 ජූල් ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙනවා. ඒත් මේකෙන් 10%ක් කියන්නේ කොච්චරද මෙතෙන් එන්නේ කොච්චරද පුතේ? 100 ජූල් ප්‍රමාණයක් එන්නේ. මේ ඉතුරු 90 මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙයාගේ respiration එකට මෙයාට බෑ වෙනවා. එතකොට මෙයාගේ තියෙන 100 ජූල් වලින් නේද? දැන් මේ frog grasshopper ආහාරට ගන්න. ගත්තට මෙයාගේ තියෙන සම්පූර්ණ එනර්ජි එක මෙයාට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. මේකෙන් 10%, මේකෙන් 10% කියන්නේ කොච්චරද පුතේ? 10 ජූල් ප්‍රමාණයක්. 10 ජූල් ප්‍රමාණයක්. එතකොට මේකෙන් 10%ක් තමයි rat snake යන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ කොච්චරද? 1%. 1%. එහෙනම් බලන්න නේද දැන් අපි කලින් කතා කරන්නේ මොකද්ද food chain එක trophic level තියෙන්න පුළුවන් උපරිම ප්‍රමාණය 5ක් විතර කියලා. දැන් තේරෙනවද එනම් මේ 5ක් තියෙන හේතුව වෙයි කියලා. ඒ 5ක් තියෙන හේතුව මොකද්ද පුතේ? මෙතනින් එහාට trophic level තිබුණාට වැඩක් නැහැ. ඇයි ඒ? මෙතනින් එහාට තව එකක් විතර තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඇයි ඒ? එනර්ජි එක එතනින් එහාට යන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. එනර්ජි එකක් නැහැ යන්න. එනර්ජි එකක් නැහැ යන්න වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒක නිසා trophic level උපරිම පවතින කොච්චරද? 5ක් විතරයි පවතින්නේ පුතේ. 5ක් විතරයි පවතින්නේ. නේද? එහෙනම් එනර්ජි level pyramid එකක් ගත්තොත් හැම වෙලාවෙම මොකද්ද? upright the inverted. Upright the inverted. Energy pyramid. You must keep remember energy pyramid always upright. Energy pyramid always upright. Now when we consider about the ecological pyramid, in the number pyramid there are upright and inverted number pyramids. And then we have discussed about in the biomass pyramid. In the biomass pyramid we have learned about most of the biomass pyramids are upright, but rarely in the aquatic environment there is an inverted biomass pyramid. And also now when we consider about the energy pyramid, all the energy pyramids are upright. There is not an inverted energy pyramid. There is not an inverted energy pyramid. Right, okay, write the topic as energy pyramid. Write down topic as energy pyramid. Energy pyramid. As I think now you have written the topic as energy pyramid. What is the energy pyramid? The graphical representation that shows the amount of energy. The graphical representation that shows the amount of energy flows through different trophic level is called the energy pyramid. The graphical representation that shows the amount of energy flows through different trophic level is called the energy pyramid. Energy pyramid, right? Firstly, write down the meaning of the energy pyramid like that. Right, next one. It is expressed as kilojoule per square meter per year. The unit of the, if not energy measured for the energy pyramid is kilojoule per square meter per year. You must keep remember it is also kilojoule per square meter per year. Right. It is expressed as kilojoules per square meter per year. It is expressed as kilojoules per square meters per year. It is expressed as kilojoules per square meters per year. Right, next one. What is the next one? Only 10% of energy in tropic level passes to the upper tropic level. Only 10%. So it means 9% of energy is waste. So now you can write down next one. Only 10% of energy, only 10% of energy, only 10% of energy in a tropic level, in a tropic level, in a tropic level, passes to the upper tropic level. Passes to the upper tropic level. Only 10% of energy in a tropic level passes to the upper tropic level. Passes to the upper tropic level. Right. Next point. 90% of the energy is dissipated to the environment. Dissipated. 90% of the energy is dissipated to the environment. 90% of the energy is dissipated to the environment. Dissipated to the environment. Right. Next one. What is the next one? Therefore, the energy in the upper tropic level is less than the lower tropic level. Upper tropic level energy lower tropic pyramid upright. Therefore, the energy in the upper tropic levels, therefore, the energy in the upper tropic level, therefore, the energy in the upper tropic level is less than the lower tropic level. The lower tropic level. The lower tropic level. The lower tropic level. Right. So the energy pyramids are always upright. The energy pyramids are always upright. Energy pyramid upright whenever. So energy pyramids are always upright. The energy pyramids are always upright. The energy pyramids are always upright. The energy pyramids are always upright. Next one. The number of links in a food chain is less than 5 level due to this loss of energy. Food chain එක tropic level ප්‍රමාණය 5ට වඩා අඩු වෙන්න හේතුව පුතේ ඕක තමයි. Right ලියාගන්න. The number of links in a food chain, the number of links in a food chain is less than 5 levels. Is less than 5 levels due to this loss of energy. Due to this loss of energy. Right. මම ඔයාලට paper class එක කරනවා කියලා කිව්ව බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා නේද පුතේ 8:10. සෙනසුරාදා 8:10 දැන්.
ඔව් සර්.
සෙනසුරාදා 8:10 පුළුවන්ද කට්ටියන්?
පුළුවන් සර්.
පුළුවන් සර්.
අර නියම කරමු මේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද දැන් මම දැන් බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා දැන් මොකක්ද දැන් බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා පුතේ දැන් අපි 20 22 කියන්නේ ජනවාරි මාසෙ ඉඳන් පොඩි ගැටලුවක් වෙනවා අපේ ටයිම් ටේබල් එක මම හදලා තියෙන්නේ. නේද අලුත් 11 ටයිම් ටේබල් එක තමයි බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා දාලා තියෙන ඒ ටයිම් එක තුන ස්ලෑෂ් වෙනවා. දැන්ට ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. ජනවාරි මාසේ ඉඳලා. මේ දැන් ජනවාරි මාසේ නම් ඔයාලා දැන් වෙනම ක්ලාස් එකක් විදියට යන්නේ මයි වෙනකන්. නේද 6 to 11 ආ වෙනම තියෙනවනේ. ඒක නිසා මම වෙලෙ වුණොත් මම සෙනසුරාදා 8-10 කරන්නම් පුළුවන් කට්ටිය 8-10 කරන්නම් පුළුවන් කට්ටිය ජොයින් වෙන්න. අනිත් කට්ටියට මම රෙකෝඩින් එක දාන්නම්. රෙකෝඩින් එක දාන්නම් ඈ පුළුවන් කට්ටිය ජොයින් වෙන්න. නැත්නම් ඔක ඔක්කොමාටම පුළුවන් ටයිම් එකක් ගන්න ගියොත් අපිට ওই පන්තිය කරන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් ටයිම් එකක් ගන්න ගිහිල්ලානේ දැන් අපිට මේක ක්ලාස් එක මාසයක් විතර කරන්න බැරුනේ නේ. ආයෙක නිසා පුළුවන් කට්ටිය ජොයින් වෙන්න. අනිත් කට්ටියන්ට මම ඒක වීඩියෝ එක දාන්නම්. ඒක බලන්න පුළුවන් අනිත් කට්ටියන්ට. right okay right number pyramid ගැන කතා කරා biomass pyramid energy pyramid මෙන්න අපි යමු pyramid එකක් මෙන්න තියෙනවා. මෙන්න 1000 මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තමයි 100ට 10 10 අඩු වීගෙන යන්නේ food chain එක. right now you can draw this. I will give you 3 minutes for this. Right now time is enough no right okay are there someone draw